Hi everyone, how are you today? Welcome back. We're happy you're here today.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be back, too. I'm really looking forward to today's topic. It's something I've been struggling with personally.
Exactly. Today's topic is how can I practice English alone? Let's get started. I know a lot of learners, just like you, feel this challenge.
Oh, you have no idea. It's so frustrating sometimes. I really want to improve my speaking, but I don't have anyone to practice with regularly. It feels like a roadblock.
That's a super common feeling, honestly. Many learners just don't have access to native speakers or even other English learners in their daily lives. It's a huge barrier.
Right, and it's not always easy to find a language exchange partner, or the schedules just don't align. Sometimes I feel like I'm stuck.
I totally get that. The frustration of learning alone can be immense. You might feel like you're not making progress or that your skills are stagnating.
That's exactly it. You spend so much time studying grammar and vocabulary, but then you don't get to actually use it, which is the whole point.
So, let's dive into some effective ways to practice alone. The first one might sound a little bit strange, but it's incredibly powerful. Speaking to yourself in English.
Speaking to myself? You mean like out loud? Isn't that a bit, weird? I can imagine my family looking at me like I've lost it.
It might feel odd at first, but it works wonders. You can narrate your actions, describe things around you, or even have imaginary conversations. It builds fluency.
Wow, I guess I could try that. So instead of thinking in my native language, I consciously switch to English when I'm, say, cooking or cleaning.
Exactly. That's a fantastic example. It forces your brain to retrieve words and construct sentences on the fly. You'll be surprised how quickly you improve your spontaneity.
That's true. I've never really thought about it that way. What about reading? I read a lot in English, but it's usually silently. Does reading aloud help?
Oh, absolutely. Reading English aloud every day is a game changer. It improves your pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. You physically produce the sounds.
So I should pick a book or an article and just read it out loud? Even if I'm not sure about every single word's pronunciation?
Yes, precisely. Don't worry about perfection initially. The goal is to get comfortable articulating English words. You can always check pronunciation later if you're unsure.
Okay, I can definitely incorporate that. It sounds less daunting than having a full conversation with myself. What's another tip for getting over that initial awkwardness?
Here's another fantastic one, recording your own voice. It sounds intimidating, but it's invaluable for self-correction. You can use your phone's voice recorder.
Recording my voice? Oh, really? That makes me a little nervous. I don't think I like the sound of my own voice even in my native language, let alone English.
I know that feeling. But honestly, listening back helps you identify areas where you need to improve, like specific sounds or sentence stress. It's like being your own coach.
That's actually a very good point. It's hard to catch your own mistakes while you're speaking, isn't it? When you listen back, you can hear it objectively.
Exactly. And once you've recorded yourself reading or speaking, you can also try listening and repeating English conversations. Find a podcast, a YouTube video, or even movie dialogues.
So I listen to a sentence, pause, and then try to mimic it as closely as possible. Is that the idea?
Yes, pay attention to the speaker's intonation, pace, and stress patterns. Try to sound as much like them as you can. This is great for accent reduction and natural rhythm.
Wow, that's a brilliant idea. I never thought about actively imitating. I usually just listen passively. This makes it much more active and engaging.
Right? And it helps you absorb natural speech patterns. Now, for something a bit more continuous throughout your day, thinking in English during daily activities.
Thinking in English? So like a constant internal monologue in English? That sounds challenging, but also incredibly immersive.
It is challenging initially, but it makes English part of your subconscious. When you're making coffee, think, I need to get the mug, pour the water, add the coffee.
Oh, I see. It's like you're training your brain to switch its default language. That's a huge step towards fluency, I imagine.
Absolutely. It strengthens those neural pathways. Another practical application of this is describing your day in English. At the end of the day, sit down for 5 minutes.
And just talk about everything I did, from waking up to going to bed?
Exactly. It helps you recall vocabulary related to daily routines and forces you to construct narratives. You can do it out loud or even write it down.
That's a great way to summarize and consolidate what I've learned. It makes it feel more purposeful than just random thoughts.
No way! We also have amazing technological advancements now. Have you considered practicing with AI tools? There are many apps and websites.
AI tools, like talking to a chatbot? I've seen some of those, but I wasn't sure how effective they would be.
Many of them are fantastic. They can simulate conversations, correct your grammar, and even give you pronunciation feedback. It's like having an always available speaking partner.
That's amazing. So it's not just a fancy dictionary. It can actually engage in dialogue? I really need to look into those.
Yeah, definitely. They're getting incredibly sophisticated. Now, all these methods ultimately help with one big thing: building confidence without a speaking partner.
That's the main goal for me. I feel so shy and nervous even when I do get a chance to speak. It's a vicious cycle.
These solo practice techniques reduce that pressure. You're in a safe space, making mistakes and learning without judgment. That builds a strong foundation.
I can see how that would help. It takes away the fear of making a mistake in front of someone else, which is a big hurdle for me.
Exactly. It's all about comfort. So, putting it all together, the key is creating a simple daily English routine. Consistency is paramount.
A routine, like planning specific times for these activities?
Yes, maybe 15 minutes of reading aloud in the morning, 10 minutes of thinking in English during your commute, and 5 minutes describing your day before bed.
That sounds manageable, rather than trying to do everything all at once. Small, consistent steps.
That's true. What are some common mistakes learners make when practicing alone that we should try to avoid?
I guess one mistake I make is just focusing on vocabulary lists without actually using the words in sentences.
Exactly. Or not giving themselves feedback, just speaking without listening back to your recordings, for instance. Another big one is trying to be perfect from day one.
Oh, that's me. I want to get everything right, and if I can't, I get discouraged and stop.
No way. We have to remember that consistency is more important than perfection. Every little bit of practice adds up over time. Imperfect practice is still progress.
That's a really important reminder. It makes it feel less like a test and more like a journey, you know?
Uh-huh. And to keep that journey going, let's talk about some fun ways to stay motivated. What do you enjoy doing in your native language?
I love watching movies and listening to music, and reading interesting articles about history or science.
Fantastic. Then do those same things in English. Watch movies with English subtitles first, then without. Listen to English songs and try to understand the lyrics.
That's a great idea. It doesn't feel like studying if it's something I genuinely enjoy. I can turn my hobbies into practice.
Exactly. Find English podcasts on topics you love. Read English blogs or news articles about your interests. Make it enjoyable, not a chore.
Wow, this is making me feel so much more optimistic. I thought practicing alone meant endless grammar exercises, which isn't very motivating.
Haha, no way. It's about integrating English into your life naturally. And remember, every time you try one of these methods, you are actively improving.
So even just whispering to myself in English while I'm doing chores counts as practice and helps build confidence?
Absolutely. Every single word you utter, every thought you form in English is a step forward. You're training your brain.
That's true. I feel like I have a whole new toolkit now. It's less about finding a partner and more about being proactive myself.
Precisely. You are your best English partner when you don't have anyone else. Be patient with yourself, celebrate small victories, and keep at it.
I'm definitely going to start with reading aloud and recording my voice, and trying to think in English during my morning routine.
That's a perfect start. And don't forget those AI tools. They can be super helpful for interactive practice.
I know. I'm actually excited to explore those now. It feels like there are so many options I wasn't even aware of.
Exactly. And remember what we said. Consistency is key. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day consistently will yield amazing results over time.
I really appreciate all these tips. It's made me realize that I have a lot more agency in my learning than I thought.
That's what we want, empowering learners to take control of their English journey, even when they're on their own.
Thank you so much for this conversation. I feel much more confident about how to tackle practicing English alone now.
My pleasure. It's all about finding what works for you and making it a sustainable, enjoyable part of your day.
Yeah, definitely. No more excuses about not having a speaking partner, right? I can be my own best partner.
Exactly. And you'll notice the difference in your confidence and fluency very quickly if you stick with it.
I'm really motivated to try these out. Thank you for sharing such practical and encouraging advice.
You're very welcome. We hope all our listeners found these tips helpful too. It's a journey, not a race.
Absolutely. Keep pushing forward, everyone. Every little bit of practice makes a difference.
We hope you enjoyed today's conversation.
If you found it helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Take care.
Keep practicing English.
Bye, everyone.